Hello, everyone. My name is SeaNanners, and I can't seem to sleep tonight. It's about I don't know, about 12 o'clock, and for whatever reason, I've had the same thoughts just cycling in my head over and over again. And I figured instead of just I don't know, torturing myself, which was not being able to sleep, I would jump on the microphone and just share my thoughts because I was thinking a lot about the last two commentaries that I'd uploaded to my channel, and I was trying to figure out why they were so successful in relation to everything I've done that would precede it. And I think that it's a very unique situation when you're on YouTube or you're on the internet or you're in any position where you're, I don't know, sharing your point of view. And I was thinking about the last commentary in particular, where a couple people I think were very upset with the stance that I had taken as a result of the notion of pining for a woman. And my advice was to help those who were finding themselves living in some sort of fantasy world, in that anybody that thinks that they're going to marry Angelina Jolie or date Megan Fox, or, I mean, just you can insert any name there. I mean, the notion, I think, was what happens is that I see it a lot that, and I don't mean to blame Hollywood, but I mean there are a lot of movies like Transformers, or She's Out of My League, or even TV shows like Big Bang Theory or whatever, and it's all very tongue-in-cheek and comical. But this notion that a nerdy guy or a mediocre guy or whatever it may be can be with any woman he chooses, I don't think that's a realistic approach to life. And I know you're probably telling yourself, well, of course, it's just a movie, but I think that men in particular have this problem of feeling like I can be and I can date and I can have sex with whoever I want. And I don't think that's the case. And I'm not trying to insult your manhood. I'm not trying to ask you to put away the ruler. I'm just saying that it's naive to think that that the world is your oyster. And I'm sure that with any amount of failure comes success. In that, if you hit on enough women, eventually somebody is going to bite. I totally understand that. That's what I like to refer to as the Merrill Effect. In that, if you swing away enough, eventually you're going to hit something. And no pun intended, but of course, I mean you catch my drift. I think that what I was trying to do was provide a little tough love, and I apologize if I offended anyone. Ultimately, that's not my goal. I'm just here to provide my point of view, and that's what it is. It's only a point of view. I am not God. I am not the end-all, say-all. I'm just some random dude on the internet that likes to talk, and I would hope that I wouldn't upset anybody, and I would hope that I wouldn't suggest, that life is just so trite and meaningless, and you'll never be happy. And I was concerned that there was some confusion between being realistic and being just outright depressing. And I didn't want to be depressing, and I didn't want to make anybody feel bad about themselves for their existence. And I thought that it would be good for me to jump on and try to make up for the fact that I may have broken some hearts. And I don't, I mean, you guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys have listened to me enough in that you know that I don't like to feel like I'm making anybody upset. I know that I won't be able to get away from it. I'm in a position where I'm reaching a lot of people. I have an opinion. I have an opinion on a lot of different things, and I'm trying to balance speaking my mind and, not offending people. And I don't know. I don't know if it can be done. I don't know if this is something that's a fool's errand, in that I feel like I should just expect to ultimately rub people the wrong way. And it's going to happen. I mean, there's nothing you can do. But I was thinking beyond just that. I was thinking beyond just the notion of, the kind of dialogue I had presented about pining for a woman. And I begin to think about movies. I begin to think about, well, how, because obviously there are certain things that move people in such a way where you watch something. I mean, I'm victim to it too. I mean, I'll watch just, I mean, I was watching, God, what was it? Alice in Wonderland, that's what it was. Because we were we were talking about it at Disneyland, and I was like, I haven't seen that movie. I should probably watch that movie because apparently it's like the number six or seventh most um, top grossing film of all time or something. I don't know specifically what it was, but I felt kind of bad I had not seen it. And it has a lot of the story structure that used to seeing in that, you have a destiny and you're you have a purpose in life and you're meant to do something bigger. And it was funny because I knew it was just a movie and I knew it was all CGI and I knew it was totally just ridiculous Tim Burton, that whole spiel. Um, but it got me to thinking in that what specifically, I mean, I know destiny is a pretty heavy-handed word, but I thought to myself, like what God, it feels so weird to say, what's my destiny? Like I'm some sort of like 80s action movie where I'm like some high school kid who learns karate or something. But I mean, I begin to think, what am I supposed to be doing? I mean, what ultimately, and I would hate for, I don't want this to get into some sort of religious debate. I'm not a religious man. I don't mean to discuss this, nor do I want to discuss this. But I began to think, what exactly I mean, I know it's kind of like, whoa, it got really spacey all of a sudden. I apologize. Again, this is a Call of Duty commentary. But to think in a grander scale, and of course, at each point in your life, things change and situations are going to shift. And I began to try to think to myself, is it even possible to figure out what my purpose is? I mean, like I know that. I mean, is it just a big joke? Is it something that I should be very, you know, air quotes realistic about? In that, I'm here to have sex and eat and poop. I mean, is that what I'm supposed to be here to do? Am I here to, uh, I don't know, just is that the goal? I mean, and I would like to leave this open to you guys because of course this can go anyway. I mean, I know this is a very broad topic, but I'm kind of curious to know, and in all seriousness, I know some people are going to be like, have sex with the Queen of England. But what do you feel you're destined to do? What do you feel your purpose is? And I know some of you may not have an answer for that, and that is totally okay. I'm just kind of curious to know what you think, and I make a valiant effort to read a majority of my comments, so by all means, let me know what you think. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.